The first one is to reach heaven, to reach your inner self, to be there in heaven, experience the peace, experience the bliss, and gain the knowledge that is to be gained there. That's the easy part. It is. The second stage is to be in heaven, put heaven in your pocket, and come back to earth. Keep heaven inside. Keep the bliss inside. Keep the peace inside while playing the game. That is the second stage, and that is more difficult because blissful peace is something very subtle. It's like a tiny flower, so easily gets crushed under all the violence of the world. So in jhana also, these two stages are there. And it's not like first, for many years you practice the first stage and then afterwards you practice the second stage. Although there is something of that too. But it's also about going inside, finding the peace, coming out, trying to keep it, losing it, going back inside, finding it back, coming out, trying to keep it, losing it, going back inside, and so on. Until you don't lose it anymore, until it stays with you always, whatever happens. Another important technique that Ramana Maharishi would advocate is called vichara, self-inquiry, contemplation on the nature of yourself, contemplating on who am I. Find the I. The I is behind every thought. There is no thought which doesn't have the word I in it, explicitly or inexplicitly. So, whatever thought comes, find the I and ask, who are you? This is a very interesting method also. Vichara, in one part, means what we are doing now. We're just talking about it. We're thinking about it. The second stage of it is to sit by yourself and really watch yourself, really study yourself, really find yourself by asking, who wants this? Who thinks that? Who believes this? Show yourself. And the efficiency of the technique is you will find nobody. You will find no clear entity to claim that role. Mind is just having its thoughts. But the one who seems to be there asking the question is an illusion. And by going after it, by asking it to reveal itself, more and more the illusion will drop. So the I is the most essential problem, but it is also one of the best keys to get out of this problem. Search the I. The unreal I will drop out. The real I will emerge. mind automatically will become silent, because whatever it says, the root is taken out of the thought. The root is the I. The I is the first thought. Without the I, you can't think. So, look for the I. Destroy the I. And the real I, you, will come out. So in that way, Jnana Yoga is what is usually said, the yoga of knowledge, of understanding. You understand the ego so well that it stands no chance. It has to go. It's completely made ridiculous. Again and again and again and again. Takes time. Last time we were talking about the uselessness of concepts. How they all are based on other concepts. Things like that. But at first it is important to also get these concepts right. To find the best concepts. And then once you have those and have an understanding of who you are in the broader sense, then it's more easily to drop those concepts. As long as your concepts are unclear, it's more difficult to drop them, because they are still raising questions. Once they are clear, it's more easy. So this is an error that you find in some jhanis, that they tell everybody to forget about all concepts. I mean, they do it with good intent, I'm sure. But for many people, first, they have to get rid of all the stupid concepts that they have, which can only raise more and more and more and more questions, a never-ending story. And get those concepts replaced by some time-tested, good concepts of how this world is done, how it is organized, how we are organized, so that this clarity then brings also peace. The concepts can be dropped and we can understand the truth beyond the words in the pure being. Like, for example, the koshas, the sheets of consciousness that cover the self, like the layers of an onion ring. That's a separate class which I will give, and very interesting, to really understand what is mind, what is the intellect, what is the ego, what is the pranic body, what is the physical body, and what is this universe, what is time, what is space, and all these things. Often we will find that we are doing something stupid. Stupid as, opposed to the knowledge about truth and everything we are now having. Like you might pass a mirror somewhere and find yourself, seeing if your hair is alright. It just happens. If you truly understand how mind works with association, how mind has so many habits, patterns of thought, then it's easy to say, okay, stupid mind, not stupid me. To disidentify from mind and intellect, body, and everything is much more easy once you get to know them, once you get to name them.